Hey, what is up, everybody? Dude, happy Monday morning. I'm super tired, but I woke up and I was like, you know what? Today we're going to be talking about the iPad 10 and basically the rumors, leaks, pretty much the final concept of what the iPad 10 is going to be. Now, it's no secret. Tons of people have done videos on this, but I do want to get my 2 cents in. And pretty much, I personally don't think the iPad 10 is going to be called the iPad 10. I think it's going to be called the iPad 2018. Or the iPad Pro 2018, something along those lines. I think the iPad, X or 10 would be kind of like corny a little bit, but I mean, I could honestly see Apple be doing that too, but I feel iPad 2018 would suit it more. Now, overall, I criticized iOS 11 on the iPhones, but I always said that iOS 11 on the iPad was amazing. I just think like the overall fluidity, just the overall, general usability of it, it was amazing. And that also kind of goes hand in hand with the gestures. So if you guys don't know, let's say if I go into Safari, for example, I can swipe up instead of hitting the home button, and I can get into, the control center and my multitasking. And if I want to go home, I can tap that. So iOS 11 really eliminated the need for me using a home button or anything like that. And I can see them totally eliminating the home button and some of the bezels as well. But I saw some concepts and some of them were saying that they were going to totally eliminate everything. Like it's just going to be bezel and no notch or anything. And my question to that is like, where would the front, camera be? Because if they're going to eliminate the home button, they're going to add Face ID. And they can't put, front camera on like just like no bezel at all. So most likely I could see them doing 2 things, either keeping the same body that the iPad Pro 2017 version had with the slimmer bezels on the side, or they're going to totally, ditch all the bezel and just put the notch up here. I could see them doing that as well. So that's that. So that's concerning the body. Now the screen wise, I don't think they're going to put an OLED screen in. I feel like that would just be way too costly for Apple to do. And I personally don't even think an iPad needs an OLED screen. I mean, it would be nice, I love OLED. I just think that, concerning the costs, I would rather them keep the cost low than increasing the cost for everybody. And I guess they're going to keep the same IPS panel or LCD, whatever this is, on the same device. Now, obviously, the next iPad will have more powerful chipset as well, but apparently it's going to be the most powerful chipset that Apple makes at the time. So whenever that comes out, that'll be the most powerful Apple device in terms of portability, not like a MacBook or anything. So that means speed, everything, performance will be amazing. That'll be like the greatest thing once that comes out. Now, concerning the camera, I can see Apple putting a dual sensor on the back, something kind of like the 7 and 8 Plus where they have the dual sensor. I don't really think they're going to put the camera this way. I think they're going to put it this way. And was there ever a reason why Apple put the iPhone 10 camera, long ways instead of this way? I think it's just literally for people to, if they're looking at the back of the phone, like, oh, that's an iPhone 10. So they know you have the more expensive phone instead of this one. I don't know. It'll be able to shoot all the capabilities that the iPhone 7 Plus can. I don't know if it can do everything that the iPhone 8 Plus can, but there's really not too much difference between the two, honestly. So price wise, right now there's a 64 gigabyte option for the iPad, but I can see them totally eliminating that and putting a 128 gigabyte version there instead of the 64 gig one. So I think the baseline is going to have 128 gigs, and then it's going to go to 256 for the mid tier, and then the high end one is going to be 512 gigs. So I can't really see how much the more expensive 512 and 256 gig ones are, but I can kind of get an estimate that the 128 gig will be somewhere between $600 and $750. It's probably going to be more towards the $750 than the $600, but depending on how generous Apple's going to be, I could see it going down to $600, but I doubt that. It's probably going to be $750 for the base one. And now I can tell you right now that this is not going to be released tomorrow on Apple's event tomorrow. They're going to be releasing a cheaper iPad though. That's going to be somewhat like this. This is the iPad Air 2. I can see them releasing the iPad, 2018, the smaller, cheaper one, but they're not going to be releasing the iPad 10 or iPad Pro 2018, whatever it's going to be called. They're not going to be releasing that tomorrow, unfortunately. So that is pretty much it. Those are just a little bit of my takes on it, but they're not even like rumors I made up. They're just, people are coming out and saying these things, so I'm super excited about it. If you guys have any questions or you guys have anything you want to add, leave that in the comment section below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new. We're trying to get to 40,000 subscribers, and we're probably going to hit that. I'm trying to hit 50,000 before June, and then 100,000 by the end of this year, but we'll see how that goes. Make sure you visit flawlessphone.com for the best prices for everything. You can get iPads there, phones, tablets, as I said, Apple Watches, gaming systems, all that stuff. Flawlessphone.com. Make sure you check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys, and hope I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.